I went to the monthly Clifton comic show, picked up a few books. There were some crazy sales, and I brought home way more books than I intended to. We'll see what I grabbed up next on this video from Bronzeville Comics. Hello, panelologists. This is Jim from Bronzeville Comics coming to you with another video. Before we get started, like, comment, subscribe. Check the description to links to my eBay store, my email, my whatnot, and my Instagram. So the second Sunday of every month is the Clifton Comic Show in Clifton, New Jersey. It's a really great local show. So I ventured out there. Actually, I had Monday off, so I had plans to meet a friend of mine who lives in the area. So we went to the show, met him for lunch, and we hung out for a while. So this was my friend who I usually see the Marvel movies with. So we do have to make some Venom plans. Anyway, as I've talked about before on that channel, save, slab, spec, sell. I don't think there are any books here that are slab potential. So some I'm going to spec on, and some I'm going to save, and everything else I'm going to sell. So I picked up a Star Slayer number 10. I have so many copies of this. First appearance of Grimjack. Years ago, there had been rumors that the Russo brothers were interested in a Grimjack project, but who knows? But listen, Streetside Anthony had a bunch of books. He was like doing $3 a book, and I bundled a bunch together with some other books. X Factor number 1. Spawn Batman, the original book. Flash number 1. The volume 2, first Wally West Flash issue. I grabbed this Defenders of the Earth number 1. This is a Star Comics. There was an animated series on Saturday morning cartoons that took these kind of classic pulp characters, Mandrake the Magician, the Phantom, and Flash Gordon, and their offspring. And there was also, was it Lothar, the Mandrake's assistant, and pitted them against Ming the Merciless. That's kind of after my Saturday morning cartoon days. I picked up this book a lot. Brave New World, DC Brave New World. This has the first appearance of Ryan Choi as the Atom. That's going on the spec pile. And I've said this before. Ryan Choi was in the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. Obviously, that's going nowhere. But for a couple bucks, I throw that in the spec pile. It was funny because I had talked about this a number of times on the channel, and then Facebook recommended me Ryan Choi as a friend because I guess they heard me talking about him. Sleepwalker number 1. Never know. Throw that in the spec pile. I've been picking up cheap Atlas Seaboard in decent condition. Atlas Seaboard. Phoenix number 3. Evidently, they have a new, is it Dynamite that has the rights to a lot of these characters, and Mego's doing action figures. I'm not sure who's clamoring for that right now. Darkhawk number 1. Never know if we'll see Darkhawk. Legion of Superheroes annual number 1. This is the first appearance of the Jacques Vaucar. Invisible Kid. Then a couple of Green Lanterns, consecutive issues. 148 is the first appearance of Chip, and 149 is the first appearance of Salak. And they're gonna do lanterns. I have to think that we're gonna see Green Lantern Corps at some point. I picked up this Foily first appearance of Talia al Ghul, and then I also grabbed a couple from Streetside. Punisher War Journal number 6. This is a pretty high-grade copy, but it's probably not a 9.8. The big collection that I've been going through, I've been pulling a lot of potential 9.8s, including this one. And by the time you see this, it will have been last night on Whatnot. I'm doing a Punisher sale, so figured I'd just fill that one in. Same is true of a book I'll get to in a minute. And then Icon, this is number 36. I think I just need, it's either 35 or 37 to complete the run. So we're almost finished with the Icon run. That's being saved. This book I picked up from another dealer. It's Punisher Ongoing Series number 1, newsstand. Again, that same collection actually pulled 2 really minty copies that have to go off to be cleaned and pressed and graded. Because, and figure I needed a filler. Captain Marvel number 27. I got this from another dealer. This is the first appearance of, first full appearance of Star Fox. And of course, Harry Styles was him at the end of Eternals. I think we'll get him again in the MCU. Who knows? Put that aside. Infinite Crisis number 5. This is the Jim Lee alternate cover first appearance and first cover appearance of Jaime Reyes as Blue Beetle. The movie has come and gone. I've been searching for this in a 9.8. This is not quite a 9.8 candidate. So that's just going to go off. They're doing that animated series with Zolo Maridueña reprising his role as Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle's going to be involved, I think, in James Gunn's DCU for a bit going forward. When I pick it up and I can get it, cheap, I grab these Space Family Robinsons. I think these next few books I get from Steven, Elite Comic Sales. This is issue number 21 from 1967. That's going in the PC. I already have a 9.8 of this. DC Comics Presents 87. First Superboy Prime. And I've been low-key, and I've been a little more aggressive, actually. This is one of 3 I picked up today. Superman Families. Part of the reason I'm collecting this run is I'm collecting all the Earth 2 related issues from the Silver and Bronze Age. And the Mr. and Mrs. Superman, you see down at the bottom of the banner there, those are tales of Clark Kent married Lois Lane on Earth 2. And it had their adventures, like, I don't know if they were current in the 70s or taking place in the 50s, but it introduces some interesting Earth 2 takes on characters like Insect Queen Lana Lang. So that is going in the PC. And this I thought I was a really good price for this first Stormbreaker. Another dealer had this book. It's a pretty nice copy. It does have a little thumb crease at the bottom, but this is Tales of Ghost Castle. I'm like, this. It was a fairly inexpensive book. I think I got it for $15, and it's one of the few kind of DC keys from the 70s that I'm missing. So that is going in the PC. And then I just like this cover. Then I think this next batch, the next like 60 books, where Panther Comics was doing, all they had were dollar books. They had some wall books, but I just went through the dollar bins. I grabbed this, Weird Worlds, number 10. I grabbed a couple of 1970s Blackhawks. This is prior to the reboot in the 80s and that Avanya Spiegel run that I've been working on. But, just some interesting Blackhawks. The Justice League of America, the 2-part story of how the retcon with Black Canary in 219 and 220, where she's really her own daughter, and it's all kind of creepy. Speaking of Black Canary, 2 copies of Green Arrow number 1. These are both pretty nice. Not quite 9.8s. I'm really searching for a 9.8 in that. Then a Green Lantern that I needed. 135. Anthro 3. And actually, the dealer Paul is 2 guys working together. He took that just for the Mylar. Or you're giving away Mylars. That's why he bought it. No, I figure you work on the Anthro run. That's it's pretty cool. Then some Harley Quinn covers, this Teen Titans Go variant with bubblegum. And then I really like this cover where she's carrying the bomb in issue number 50 and avoiding the ducks, much like Batman did in the 1966 movie. And then just her running away with the hyenas and a yoga pose and kind of a goofy face. And then House of Mystery, some iVampire stories. Just a few of those. That's a pretty cool cover by, I don't know if that's Kubert or not. Infinity Inc. number 1. This is actually a little bit lower grade than I would have liked. Super Friends number 6. This is lower grade. It's going to be a placeholder in the PC for now. I also had number 3 for $1. Why not? Man of Steel number 1. This is a sharp copy. Then some Secrets of the Haunted House. Issues 37, 28, and 25. Metal Men. And I'm kind of figure I'll work on this late 70s run. Issues number 54 and 55. And then this is kind of sad. I mean, I didn't check dollar bin books, but issue 48 is missing the centerfold. A nice Eclipso cover. So I'll get that another day. Commandy. I was thinking they had some Commandies, but I'm like, I can't go down the Commandy rabbit hole right now. But I don't think I had this 76 banner. Then this Legion I couldn't pass up. This is the climax of the Great Darkness saga. One of the great storylines, period. Let alone Legion. Superboy Zero, first or cameo appearance of Tiger Shark. Is it Tiger Shark? King Shark? King Shark. King Shark. Falcon number 1, his first solo book. This really cool John Byrne cover. And then Fantastic Four 348 and 349. Art Adams covers, and 348 is the first appearance of the new Fantastic Four: Hulk, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Wolverine. Let's just throw the most popular heroes and call them the Fantastic Four. A couple of Defenders books, 49 and 50, and then 113, which is the first appearance of Power Princess. And then I picked up, God, what did I pick up? 5 copies of 52, number 7. This is the first appearance of Kate Kane, who becomes Batwoman. I think we're going to see, I would be surprised to see her at some point, either in the Matt Reeves universe or in the DCU proper. They really kind of botched that, and things didn't work out on the TV series. TV series was not quite as bad as they said, but the fact that the lead actress left after season 1, and they kind of had to scramble and replace the character, didn't work out. Some Madman books from Mike Allred, Adventures number 2, Atomic Comics, and a second copy of that, and Madman Adventures number 1. So, become a big Allred fan as of late. Project Superpowers, this is issue number 0. And then there were a couple of other related titles. And this was one of the variant. They did a lot of variant covers. It's Alex Ross. This particular title was they took public domain heroes like the Black Terror and the original Daredevil, and I think was it Pyro and Pyro Man. No, Pyro Man is this guy. The Flame, maybe the Green Llama. From publishers that just let the characters go defunct, and they teamed them up. So I think I may have all those issues, but I'm not sure I do. So that'll go on the PC. Another Superman family, and that's a $1 book. Yeah. Some Secret Society supervillains. I figured those are always good, like including issue number 2. The New Teen Titans, I always pick this up. The Who is Donna Troy, one of my favorite single-issue stories. Then this, going in the spec pile, Teen Titans number 39. This is the first full appearance. She does have a couple of cameos. First full appearance of Miss Martian. And I've talked about her being, I think, an underrated or kind of overlooked character. She plays such a big role in Young Justice. And James Gunn had been quoted in the past as saying that the animation will help inform them about live action, you know, and I think that may be why we're getting a Teen Titans series, because, I mean, just in public consciousness, anybody like 25 or younger, maybe even a little bit older than that, knows the Teen Titans from Teen Titans Go. Like, that is just for a generation, teens and 20-somethings, they know that from the Cartoon Network. So, but the Young Justice is a very popular animated show, a very good one. It was just sad they didn't complete it with a lot of different characters. She played a main role. There was a version of Miss Martian that was briefly in several episodes of the Supergirl TV series, but I don't think they quite did her, did her justice. So that's going in the spec pile like that. And then another Teen Titans from that run, sketch cover variant for $1. I'll put that. And speaking of Teen Titans Go, I don't think I had gotten this. This is Teen Titans Go to the Movies number 1, when the theatrical release came out in 2018. Another Atlas Seaboard title, Destructor number 2. And then, just as I was about to leave, this dealer has a lot of older books, Golden Age. I've looked at some of his books, and there's one in particular, Space Adventures, first Captain Atom. He has a copy, but it is pricey, and I don't think, the grade's too low, the price is too high, kind of thing for me. But he had just some unbagged and boarded, rougher issues. It's a DC Silver and Bronze, and I was just about to leave, so I had left a message for my buddy, about our lunch plan. So I just strolled through, and he had $5. All the books in that bin, non-bagged and boarded, were $5, and you could get 5 for $20. So I picked up 10 books, essentially $4 a piece. Batman, an 80-page giant, Batman number 208. World's Finest 177. This is lower grade, but the Joker Luthor cover. Black Hawk 129. This is a 1950s book, a 10-center, so I thought that was pretty cool. This book, I picked up a few copies of this like 3 years ago, and it is Metamorpho number 10, and it's the first appearance of Element Girl. The reason that I kind of been specking on this book is because Element Girl is in Neil Gaiman used her in the Sandman comic book because since she had transformed and kind of was disfigured, she became immortal, essentially. She couldn't kill herself. She couldn't end her own life. And her life couldn't end naturally because she's now like an elemental creature. So she had to enlist death to help her move on. And so are we going to get a Sandman season 2 with the recent accusations against Gaiman? I don't know. They were supposedly in production. I really enjoyed season 1. And maybe this storyline will come up in season 2. I don't know. They're really not really connecting it to the DC comics proper. So that's kind of a stretch, but figure for a few bucks. And then this cool Lois Lane marrying Satan cover. Superboy 99 with Kryptonite Kid. Then this one is one I don't have. 296 out of Action Comics, where Superman has like a bug head. And then a couple other Action Comics that I do have. I don't think they're upgrades. 310. This is the first appearance of Crystal Kryptonite or White or something. I think it's yeah, here it is. Jewel Kryptonite. That's what it is. Jimmy's hiding it. I forget what Jewel Kryptonite does. I don't know. It does something silly, you know. And then Action Comics 341, where Superman is fighting with Clark there. And then I just grabbed this because it's kind of fun. Adventures of Jerry Lewis 99. So that's the haul from the show. That's it. That's all I got. I didn't want to delve into anything too big because I am going to New York Comic Con on Thursday, and I'll have plenty of content from that coming up. Let me know what you think about these books or anything else in the comments below. I appreciate every comment. I appreciate you guys stopping by and spending some time with me. If you are new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. If you want to see a couple of other videos, there are a couple here that may interest you. And this is Jim saying until next time, enjoy your comics.